I think they're being really aggressive. I think they've turned up the heat on their defense, trying to turn people over. And I think that, they've worked on their zone offense a little bit.
And since you guys beat them, how do you guys focus on making sure you don't remember the last time because you got to play the next game?
Yeah, well, I think first of all you got to use it as confidence, right? We know we can beat them, so that's one thing. That's a positive from that. Secondly, our kids know. They know that it's going to be a battle. They know that we're going to have to come in and we're going to have to fight through a lot of physicality. We're going to get bumped and hit and pushed and all that stuff, and we're going to have to hold our ground and rebound the basketball really well and be really tough with the basketball. So I just think they know what it entails, and they know that playing Texas is never a gimme by any means.
Coach, the advantage y'all had in the free throw department the last time y'all played, how much was that part of the reason y'all won?
Of course it is. I mean, we're a really good free throw shooting team, and we want to get to the line. I mean, that's part of our game plan almost every game, and so we want to really make sure that we're aggressive and that we attack them. When they run pressure man like that, you've got to attack that pressure with pressure. So we want to definitely be forcing the action and being aggressive and getting to the rim and getting to the free throw line.
What have you seen from Gaston the past couple games? It seems like she's really getting her offense going.
Yeah, she's I think remembering that she's a really, really good player. I think she's being more assertive. She's being more physical. She's scoring in a variety of ways. I've seen her scoring from the perimeter more now, where I think in the past she's scored mostly in the paint. So I think she's just kind of rising up. It's February, and so she's playing some of her best basketball right now.
Are you girls starting to get in that mode where everything that you've been teaching them throughout the course of the year, from the off season to now, is really starting to click and it's starting to make sense, and you're starting to see dividends on the basketball court with that?
I hope so. I mean, that's what you hope, right? Is that you're playing your best basketball in February, and that all that work that you've put in since August for us, is paying off. I do think that you're seeing some kids learning how to play together better. I think that we are moving the basketball better offensively. I think defensively, they're doing some things with a little bit more aggressiveness and just being more demanding on the defensive end than in the past. So yeah, I think kids are rising up, and our chemistry's really, really smooth right now.
When your girls are playing at their best for 5 or 6 minutes in a stretch of a game, what are you seeing in those times that you want them to continue doing that sometimes they get out of the habit of?
Yeah, being aggressive. I think we have to be in attack mode, and we have to share the basketball. When the ball stops and we start trying to do some one-on-one stuff, that's never good for us. We got to continue to move the ball and continue to be attacking the basket every single possession.
Coach, with UT winning their last 5 games, they're ranked number 20. It's in Austin. How does that hostile territory impact your girls' performance?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an exciting time. I mean, it's what the rivalry is all about, right? I mean, they're obviously playing some really good basketball since we last played them. They're on a roll. Playing in front of their home crowd. I know that they'll have a good crowd there, and the fact that we beat them last time, I'm sure that they'll have a little bit more of a chip on their shoulder. So yeah, it's going to be an intense game, but I think our kids, embrace that. I think they like that challenge, and I think they like that type of atmosphere. I mean, that's why you play the game, is to play in a competitive arena.
And then with Sonia Morris, she scored 17 against the Lady Raiders last game, and she's still one of the UT's consistent scores on offense. How do you plan to kind of neutralize her?
Yeah, we've got to find her. I mean, we can't give her as many open looks. Whether we're running zone or man or whatever it might be, she's going to have confidence because she played well against us last time. So we just got to make sure that they're taking contested shots and not wide open threes.
Coach, I know you're always a look forward type person with regards to what's next on the schedule, but being the first year that you guys have now guaranteed a above 500 record that you've been here, and just the second time in it feels like forever. Yeah. That's a huge milestone for a team to accomplish when you're doing this type of turnaround. Have you guys had a chance to kind of celebrate that other than just the one individual game, or is that a one thing down, 100 other things we got to get done next?
Yeah, I think it's just you don't want to say check the box because it's hard to do. I mean, it's really, really hard to win at this level. But I do think that it gives us some confidence. I think it gives us a little bit of, I think it gives our kids confidence in what our vision is, right? They're seeing the successes pay off. They're understanding what we've been saying for the past couple of years of trying to get this program back to where it needs to be. Sure, we're super excited about the win total, and we certainly don't want it to stop there because we're really, really close to being able to maybe play in the postseason, and we want to keep taking each game as if that's the one that's going to get us there.
What is that thought, saying having that postseason, a realistic expectation of postseason? What does that mean for you in having a turnaround this quick?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, right? I mean, that's why I came here. I mean, I know that we're capable. When we put this team together, particularly, that's even the reason why we went to Greece in August, is because we knew that we would have an opportunity to have the right people on our roster, have the right weapons, if you will, and hopefully have the right leadership in place and some young kids that can give us, some great energy points, whatever it might be. So I'm just super proud of our staff. I'm really proud of our team for buying in, and we've just got so much basketball left to go. I don't want us to be complacent at all and say, oh, well, we did pretty good, it's better than last year, or we have a winning season. Like that's not what it's about at this point. It's about the next game and us continuing to just be as greedy as we can with as many wins as we can get.
So they've met the expectations that you already had, and they're going to the next step.
I think we continue to have expectations. Yeah, I mean, we certainly want to play in the postseason, but it's a process, and you never know how long it's going to take you or how quickly you can get there. But this has been a grind for us as a staff, I know, and we've been through a lot. But I'm super proud of this team for just sticking together, and they continue to elevate their expectations. Like, I don't think that they reach one and they're done. And every time we hit, a milestone or whatever that might be, it's what's the next one, because we need to keep growing and keep building.
Have you heard anything about what it's like playing in the new Moody Center?
I have not. I haven't.
I heard
Be interesting. I heard it's really
shot
pretty.
clock wasn't working.
Yeah, I did see that. That's going to be a problem, right? That 50-minute delay might not be good.
Do we have anything